an old man that lived in the top of my wardrobe. I strongly believe that that is true. While he was in his bedroom, and she was pushed down the stairs.
Hey guys, how's it going? We're back with another investigation. This one is really different and I'm very excited. So we're in a house. We're actually in Myah's parents' house, okay? It's a house that Myah grew up in. And for years now I've been told stories of how this building is haunted. We've got an opportunity to have a look around tonight. But the big twist is that we have been asked to come here to cleanse this building of the ghost that lives here. So we're going to use things like the doll, like the Dybbuk box that I'm trying to create to try and withdraw the spirit from this building, and we might even try an exorcism.
Following this, we spoke to Myah's parents about potentially performing an exorcism, which they replied absolutely not. Under any circumstances could we perform an exorcism.
Okay, so we are now going to do a little walk around, and Myah is going to tell us some stories about the spirit that resides here as we go around. Let's go.
I'll give you a little backstory. So Jordan, Lozzie and Berry haven't heard this before either, so this will be news to them too. So when we first moved in, I was 2 years old and my brother hadn't been born yet, and the people that were selling the house were a young couple that didn't have any kids, but there were stair gates everywhere. There was a room at the back that had been all painted, you know, baby blue and looked very much like a kid's room, but they didn't have any kids. So it was always a theory that perhaps they had lost a child, and that's kind of where this all started. The very earliest of the hauntings that Mum and Dad noticed were baby toys would start playing all the time. It was very much related to children's stuff. It was very apparent while growing up that whatever was here really liked me and my brother. My brother's name's Lewis, by the way. One story that we've got that like really set it all off was when my brother was quite young, my mum was telling him off. So this was my brother's bedroom when he was very young. And one day, my mum was standing at the top of the stairs having a go at Lewis while he was in his bedroom, and she was pushed down the stairs.
That's not funny, but that is... No, that just took me by surprise.
Yeah.
And also, Lozzie, we're at risk here.
Well, yeah.
And at the top of these very stairs, about a few months ago, me, Jordan and Dad were having a conversation and we were talking about 30 East Drive, and I showed him the picture, you know, that awful picture, Jordan put it up on the screen, of that demon walking past the door, and Dad went white in the face and just went, oh my god, that's what I saw at the top of the stairs a couple of weeks ago. So this area is absolutely horrible. So going through here, this is under construction at the moment, but this used to be 2 separate rooms, and through here is my bedroom when I was growing up. My bed used to be against this wall, and then there used to be a wardrobe here, and my imaginary friend growing up was an old man that lived in the top of my wardrobe that would only let me read the Gruffalo to him, and if I didn't read the Gruffalo to him I wasn't allowed to go to sleep. So that's my...
That's like, this in the nicest way possible. Like the just imaginary friends and children, like that combination could just get fucked. Like it's just rank, innit? Just totally disgusting.
Especially that one.
Yeah, that's not nice at all. Not allowed to go to sleep unless you read it.
The Gruffalo.
Gruffalo, I know. He had good taste. It was like a wooden wardrobe, it had 2 doors, and then you know you've got like a clothes rail. The top of the clothes rail was like a little bit where you could like put folded clothes, and that's where he used to be.
Did you ever like actually see?
I was too young to remember this, so I never actually saw him. But that's just what I used to tell my parents, because they'd be like, Myah, go to fucking sleep. And I'll be like, can't. Gotta read Matey Boy.
Did you have to read it out loud?
Yeah, I used to have to sit on the end of my bed. So I used to sit here and read him the Gruffalo. Back in Lewis's room, so there was a few experiences that Lewis has had in this room. One of the first ones that really stuck with him, he was probably about 14, and this was in the era, do you guys remember the Charlie challenge?
Yeah.
So
can you just explain what that is?
Basically, you'd put a piece of paper and it'd have yes, no on a bit of paper, and then you'd put 2 pencils in a T shape, and then you would ask the question, Charlie, are you here? And then the pencil would move to yes if he was here. And to close down the Charlie challenge, you would have to say, Charlie, can you leave? And it would have to move to yes. And Lewis did the Charlie challenge in here with a couple of friends, moved to yes. So obviously they all freaked out, and then they completely forgot to shut down the game. Then Lewis was watching later on in the night, probably about 2-3 o'clock in the morning when he was just on his own. He was watching some YouTube videos about it and realised that they'd done it wrong and hadn't shut it down, and that meant that this demon was going to haunt you forever. So he set up the paper again and put the pencils back down and said, Charlie, can you leave? Nothing happened, and he was like, fuck it, probably just messing about anyway. 2 seconds later, bear in mind this is 3 o'clock in the morning, he gets a phone call from no caller ID, and his theory is that it's no caller ID, and he completely shit himself, and he had his door closed and all he could hear outside was running up and down the hallway. So the second that he heard that stop, he sprinted through to my bedroom, which at the time was through there, and he was like, Myah, I have to come and sit with you for a bit because I'm so scared. Lewis absolutely will refuse to talk about it.
I've witnessed that. Lewis is the one for me that makes this house so interesting, because like Lewis is 6'2", does jiu-jitsu, kickboxing, can look after himself, you know what I mean? He's a bit of a geezer, you know what I mean? You bring up the ghosts in this house and he is literally like terrified.
Yeah.
And it's just like, well, fucking hell, man. Like, there's got to be something behind that.
Yeah.
So that, for me, is what lends, like, just a whole nother layer of like, credibility to this place. Because it's just like, he is so genuinely scared of whatever is in this building.
Where we are now is directly below Lewis's bedroom. And in here is a little, just show it. It's a little storage cupboard, just got supplies and stuff in there. And he, from his bedroom, would hear scratching noises, and that was like the scratching noises, banging from inside the door, because obviously it's very loud, the noise that would happen in here. There was so many occasions where he would come home from work early, mum and dad would still be out, and he would hear so many noises that he would have to go sit in his van outside and wait for mum and dad to get home because so much was going on in the house. This area in general is quite horrific, and this is actually where we found out the name of the ghost that haunts the place. So one day, I was probably 10, maybe 12, something like that. My dad lost his phone, so we did the normal thing where you get somebody else's phone, you dial the number and you call him. Somebody answered his phone and just went, Norfolk Henry, and then hung up the phone, right? Norfolk Henry is the thing, it's all it said. And then couldn't get hold. I fucking know.
Norfolk Henry.
I know, so weird, isn't it? And then kept trying to ring the number, couldn't get back through to anybody. And then we found the phone in the scary utility room. In this room. It was just, I think it was sitting on a pile of washing over here somewhere.
So someone
picked up the phone,
said that,
and went, it was like breathing, and then went, because I was the one that called.
It wasn't Lewis.
Wasn't Lewis, because we were all together in the living room, waiting for trying to find Dad's phone.
Interestingly, probably not related, I doubt at all, but obviously the farmhouse is not far from here. And Henry, there is a Henry in that one as well. Could
and
just
that's
be
called the Norfolk farmhouse, isn't it?
Yeah.
Could be him.
Yeah. Henry! Not you again.
So, lastly, I guess we'll talk about the more recent stuff that's happened, because obviously I moved out about 4 years ago, Lewis moved out about 3 weeks ago, and Obviously, when I left, it became super attached to Lewis because there was no one else. And since Lewis moved out, apparently the activity has gotten so much worse than it's ever been before that, you know, Mum and Dad have actually come to us, been like, can you come and see what you can do? Some quick examples: wine glass fell over in the kitchen, these little statue hands that are on the side, just both, one after another, fell over while Mum and Dad were sitting in there having dinner one day. I come here in the morning to exercise with my mum. Me and Dad were having a chat in the kitchen. There was a plate on the side that had a knife balanced on it, and we were just in the middle of talking. It just went, just started wobbling. I got in the shower the other day, came out, and there were 2 wet footprints facing the shower door, which couldn't have been mine because obviously I got out of the shower, so the footprints would have been the wrong way round. I was exercising here on Thursday morning. While I was exercising, I was like, I'm so hot, I really need to open the door, I really need to open the door. Door just opened itself. So it's been pretty wild over the last few weeks since Lewis has moved out.
I didn't know it was that bad. That is quite exceptional.
The wet footprints are interesting considering the last place we went.
Yeah. The blacksmith. Should we quickly have a look? I'll show you the shower. So this is the shower.
Yeah.
So obviously, yes, you just.
So I got in the shower.
Have a shower.
Got out.
Get out.
And
Nice.
the footprints were this. Like this. Just like that.
And yeah, because your feet wouldn't be wet.
My feet wouldn't have come in this way. Obviously they would, as in like they wouldn't have come out this way. They would have come in this way dry, and then I would have come out of the shower, gone over here and grabbed my towel. Very weird.
Was the mat not down?
The mat was down, and then while I was standing over here drying myself,
Oh, you moved it
I
across.
dragged the mat and there was
Sorry.
the 2 footprints underneath. So I was stood over
So
here
they were
drying
underneath
myself.
the mat. when
Yeah,
you
and then I
moved
dragged
it.
the mat and the 2 footprints. They were just like, as if
That's
someone had
really
really
weird.
sweaty feet, and there was just like the outline of feet around the outside, if that makes sense.
Alright, we'll just right, if you just move out of the way for a second. So we'll just quickly do a test. So, because if it was under the mat, so let's say you have a very wet hand, right?
Yeah, it doesn't.
And then you go on here. Oh, this is my bad wrist. Oh my god. So you do that. So that's like someone standing there, right?
We've seen if it goes through.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It doesn't go through. And it wouldn't. I mean, look how thick that is.
Which means they would
So it's just weird. It's just very, very strange. So there'd be footprints underneath. Underneath. Yeah, that's very odd.
Very weird.
Obviously, it'd be steamy in here, but even that if it was steamy, that would almost imply that they were just.
Oh, unless
before.
they were standing there and then the steam created the footprint around the
Around it.
outside.
Henry's a voyeur. That was a mistake.
Fair then.
Okay, so that's some stories from around here. I think we'll start with our normal paranormal investigation stuff. We'll do a seance, we'll reach out, we'll call out and things like that. And then, we're going to really focus on trying to get this spirit into the doll or into the box. We've got smudge sticks, and we're going to attempt. I'll be completely honest, obviously I'm not a trained priest or anything like that, so via Googling, we are going to see what we can do. Also, I just need to let you guys know, I think we're supposed to do this earlier, and I don't think we have. We're not allowed to do a Ouija board, which is absolutely fine, we'll respect that. No Ouija boards tonight, but everything else.
Antagonising. So
Yeah,
Mum
I'm
and
not
Dad.
allowed. Obviously, you guys know me. You know me. I like, I like saying
Goosey,
like,
you know.
yeah,
Can't
if
be
anything's
controlled.
here. I can't even say it to give an example because that's antagonising. So not you, Henry.
Just refer
But
to any of the
another
past
video, in
explanations.
another video, I'll be like, give me a slap or you're a pussy. Just trying to like get some energy going, but we can't. So that's absolutely fine. I totally understand why your parents have got to live here. So, but then again, we might hopefully be taking it away with us today.
Yeah.
Which is awful. So yeah. Anyway, right. Let's crack on with the investigation. Okay, so we're going to start with a pendulum. We're starting with a pendulum because this is something that yourself, your brother's girlfriend, your mum and your dad did in this room, and you got some communication. Is that right?
Yeah. So we were doing a pendulum with no board underneath, just saying show me yes, show me no. Got a few answers on that, but towards the end we were like, if there is anything actually here, show us a physical sign. And we heard something run from the top of the stairs all the way to the bottom, and then we all immediately ran out and there was absolutely nothing there. So that's why I thought it'd be best to start with this.
Okay.
It's tried and proven.
That's cool. All right, let's begin then.
Is there anything with us in this house? Pretty good start, I'd say.
So it's going up and down, both towards yes.
Yeah.
Okay. The spirit that resides in this house, is your name Henry?
So from researching this...
Doesn't that mean there's multiple?
Yeah.
So spinning in a circle means there's multiple things, or is, you know, people believe it means there's multiple things trying to communicate, which would imply that there is more than one spirit.
Some are saying yes, some are saying no, or one saying yes, you know.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of makes sense if you think about, like, you know, just from what people have said about this house. Like, you had your imaginary friend, which was a man in a wardrobe. Then you believe, you know, that there was a child that's here, but then you've got Norfolk Henry on the phone, which could be the child, but it also could be someone completely different, which would potentially lead to this, which is okay, and the cat ball is going off.
That never goes off either.
No, it doesn't.
Was that you that just moved the cat ball? Yeah, it's going to yes. I don't know if you guys can hear all those noises.
Yeah, I heard a noise in the kitchen.
Could you make that noise again for us, please? Is there more than one of you here? Yeah.
Are you happy here? Oh, the EMF just spiked a little. Oh. Do you want to leave this building? I kind of want to ask a question where it would go to no.
Yeah, just see if the answer
Right, it
changes.
seems to have slowed down. Oh. Yeah, it's just stopped.
Oh, the
Cat ball again.
That is strange. Like, they
never go off.
I mean, sometimes you have to, like, shake that to get it to go off.
Is there one person here? There we go. It's really wobbly.
Yeah.
It looks like it's kind of acting as if like it's kind of magnetic at the
Yeah,
point, and there's a magnet
magnetic
underneath
pull.
the table.
Yeah, it's very strange.
Okay, so that's double confirmation that there's more than one spirit.
Okay. Are we able to speak to Norfolk Henry?
Swinging harder.
Okay. Is there a spirit here that would be happy to communicate with us? Okay.
Unknown, maybe? Or do you think it's going to yes?
I don't know if is it yes or is it kind of going in circles? Oh no, it's going to yes. Okay. So is Henry off limits then?
Is there someone here called Henry? That That's so fucking cool. Okay, I'm gonna ask it. I want to stop it for this one. Did I speak to Henry on the phone once? That is absolutely grim. I have a question that I'm slightly scared to ask. Are you friendly?
What's that mean then?
Are you friendly?
Okay.
Are you lying to us?
That's so weird.
From my experience, you know, the experiences that I've had, I strongly believe that that is true. I don't feel like whatever is here has ever wanted anything negative or has ever been negative. So I do genuinely truly believe that that is the case. I think maybe we might be dealing with some sort of young spirit or a spirit that is like somewhat trapped here maybe. And that is maybe confirming that.
Okay, so there's one spirit here that is friendly and possibly trapped here. What about the other ones that are here?
Right, stop that.
Are all the spirits in this house trapped? No.
Did the spirits in this house have a connection with the house before Myah's family?
So it's circling, so maybe some yes, some no. Okay, this is one that I want to ask. Do you have a connection with the couple that lived here before we did? Or does one of you have a connection with them? Were they your parents?
I'm going for it, isn't it? And the EMF just sparks a little bit.
Do you know that you are dead?
No?
I think it's no.
Yeah, but surely addressing that would be yes. Because like even if you could say no, that would be...
Well, no, but not if you're finding out the information for the first time.
If this news is upsetting to you, give us a sign. As I'd imagine, finding that out would be quite distressing, and that emotion may be able to create energy that you may be able to use to manifest some form of sign for us. But yeah, thank you for communicating with us through the pendulum. We will now try another, the EMF's going, and we'll now try another form of communication, I think it'd be cool to do just follow straight up with an Estes method.
Alright, so we're doing the Estes method where my bed used to be, where I used to talk to the man in the wardrobe.
Can you hear us, Myah? Can you hear us? Hello, Myah. Okay. Is Myah's...
Hurt.
Okay. Is Myah's old imaginary friend present?
Alone.
Oh. Do you miss Myah living here? Do you miss Myah reading you the Gruffalo?
Alive.
Did you just touch Myah on the back?
Can you touch Myah on the back?
It keeps going like completely silent with just like noises of like.
Oh. Is that the noise that you made through the phone?
Ends.
That the spirit box ends.
Yeah.
It just did the silent thing again once. Maybe tonight.
Do you have any intentions on
Moving.
What the fuck?
It just went silent and went.
Yeah, that's what we just did too. Okay, well, I was going to say, do you have any intentions in moving away from this house?
Did she say moving?
Yeah.
That's fucking, as you said, moving.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, is.
Yeah, sure. Do you have any intentions? Sure.
Yeah, okay.
It just went mama.
Are you looking for your parents?
What is your age? Or what was your age when you passed away?
You okay?
I feel really uncomfortable with the things on. Is it alright if I take them off and then just like look at my knees so I can see when you're coming?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tap Myah on the shoulder.
Under my
Under your...
Jimmy. 71.
Potentially the age, yeah. Okay, that's not...
97.
They're not the ages of children.
97 was when Myah was born.
Okay.
In the background. That was really clear. It just went, stop.
Okay.
Would you like us to stop the Estes method? Or stop? Would you like us to stop this investigation?
Or would you like to stop being here and potentially move on to somewhere else?
Oh no.
Are you making noises downstairs?
Down.
Yeah.
Yeah, down there.
Can you do it again for us? Make another bang or thud or...
Where I could be.
Where could you be? I'm going to give you 30 more seconds. So if you've got anything to say, now's the time. Anything at all.
Stop and ask.
Okay, well I've asked you the question, maybe you could answer it then? Oh,
Now and then. Or now I'm here.
okay, hello? Have you got anything to say now you're here then? Or should we start?
Get to your throat.
Sorry?
What?
Get to your throat?
We call it.
Okay, should we call it then?
Yeah. Give it a countdown.
Right.
10, 9,
And then
8, and then it's over. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we've moved into the room where you got the little cupboard under the stairs, as well as the utility room, which is where there's been a lot of activity. There's currently not a carpet in here, so it's a bit echoey, but that's totally cool. We've got a REM pod on the floor. We're going to do an EVP. So what we're going to do is we're going to record ourselves asking questions. I must admit we have forgotten the EVP recorder, so we're going to be using an iPhone, but I mean the microphones on them are really good, so I personally don't see the difference. Okay, so we're going to ask a question, allow a period of time to go by so that the spirit or whatever can answer, and if our ears can't pick it up, maybe the microphone can. In addition to this, I'm going to light this candle here, and it's kind of like a test that I've seen through clips on Nuke's Top 5. Basically, I'm going to hold the dish out in front of me, but nowhere near my mouth or anyone else's mouth, and I'll invite the spirit to blow the candle out, preferably, but you know, blow it around. Okay, so that's what I'm going to be doing over here on this really cool planchette candle holder that Scott got me for my birthday. So thank you, Scott. I appreciate it. Right, okay, let's begin. If you want to ask questions.
Is there anything here with us now?
Are you going to reveal yourself to us tonight?
Could you tell us your name?
Is there more than one of you?
Okay, let's check it back.
Is there anything here with us now?
Are you going to reveal yourself to us tonight?
Could you tell us your name?
Is there more than one of you?
Okay, let's check it. The EMF just went off.
Yeah, it's flickered a few times, to be
Is
fair.
it? Okay, let's do another round of questions.
How old are you?
Why are you still here?
Hedgehog.
Oh, there's a hedgehog. Get him down by that tree.
See you, mate.
Demonic hedgehog.
Are you a child?
Make a noise when I finish speaking.
Is there anyone in this house with us?
How do you feel about us being here?
Okay.
Are you a child?
Make a noise when I finish speaking.
Kind of had a little click.
I finish speaking.
Yeah, like
Yeah, it might have been my lips.
puckered. Is there anyone in this house with us?
How do you feel about us being here?
No, nothing. Okay.
It may be because the iPhone isn't.
Yeah, it could be, or you know, there could be something there that we haven't heard that we can find in the edit if we increase the decibels and have headphones on, etc., etc. But who knows? Okay, so we are now going to do dowsing rods in the room where Lewis did the Charlie challenge. Now, obviously, the Charlie challenge is 2 pencils crossing over, like we said earlier, blah 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 blah, right? Well, we don't have 2 pencils. I mean, I know that sounds ridiculous, but we genuinely don't have 2 pencils. But we do have 2 dowsing rods. And I'm not being funny, it's like all crissy-crossy and, you know, yes, no, and that sort of stuff. Well, that's what these are for. So, Charlie, if you're with us, or whatever came through, potentially, when Lewis did this Charlie challenge, right? Get with the times. It's not about pencils anymore, it's about metal rods. Dowsing rods. Same principle, okay? So whatever freaked Lewis out that night, so you
show me your yes.
So whatever this does now,
if anything,
will mean yes. Okay. Come on. Crossover. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. This is yes, remember? Okay. Right, so that means if it crosses over, right?
So yes.
If it crosses over, it means yes. If it stays, if it goes
outwards,
out, which if you want to display to the
find my centre. Can you display your no, or should I just show the no?
Just show the no. So if you, there you go. Fantastic. So something along them lines would be no. Okay. But obviously Bailey's going to keep his hands still. He obviously lifted his hands up just to show you that. Okay. Right. So, do you mean to scare Lewis? Keep on that just and see if we get an answer. I mean, it's pretty. I can see where this is going. I would just like to say, I'd just like to say, Lewis, I did that in the hope for you that it was going to say no, because I thought that would make everything better. I've made it worse, and it was not my intention, and I apologise.
Do you do it because you think that it's funny? Are you just messing with him?
I heard a noise downstairs.
I heard a knock as well.
Yeah. I want to ask questions, but I feel like I can't.
As long as you're not.
We can always cut it, can't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Would you ever want to harm anyone?
Yeah. It's weird how you said, like, you know, did you want to scare him, and he was quite happy to answer.
Yeah.
But he's not even happy to say no. Now.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy being here? Not doing anything now.
Do you walk up and down the stairs?
I mean, one's wanting to go, but the other one's. Oh, hang on. So does that mean anything? Like one's made all the effort to turn and the other one hasn't?
So, okay, technically
Maybe
they've
he
crossed.
hops up the stairs rather than walks.
Because, like, you know, technically they've crossed,
Yeah.
but only one's been doing the crossing. Are you the spirit that Lewis was talking to?
They look like they're going towards no.
I definitely hope it didn't happen though.
There's another noise downstairs.
Oh, I heard that. Are we happy with that being no?
Yeah.
Did
you hear that beep?
Did you hear that?
Yeah, the beep.
Was that the REM pod? Sure.
That would have been louder than that, surely.
It sounded the exact same tone as the REM pod.
We thought when we fucking heard it, I know it turned out to be the walk. That. What's that? It happened 3 times. That's the fan.
Could you make that noise again, please?
Did it make a noise again? Do you want me to set the REM pod off to see if it was the same?
Yeah. Yeah, let's go in here, see what it sounds like.
No, definitely not. Yeah, that was not that.
I didn't hear any beeps.
That's strange.
It'll definitely be picked up on the camera. It was very clear for me.
Right, let's try one more question with the down from Rods. Was that you creating a beeping sound?
Oh my god, immediately gone to yes.
Oh, shit.
And the REM pod and the
Yeah,
That might be my phone.
fucking hell.
Holy shit.
That is the most yes I've ever seen REM
It
pod.
also just had a little bump outside as well.
It's almost so much.
It's almost going
Yeah.
round for a second time.
Fucking hell.
Right, okay. Go back.
Alright, cool. Would you be able to make another noise for us? Are you capable of doing that? Fantastic, then do it.
Please.
Give us a sound. I'm going to give you a countdown. You ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Could you make a sound for us in the hallway, please? Are you in this room with us?
That's like that landing's creaking out there. Did you hear
Yeah. Are you a child?
that? Was that you making the floor?
I think it is underneath me. Go back to parable standing. Right, so Bailey is now doing his Estes method.
Yep.
In the scary utility room, he's also got a music box behind him that's facing towards the left, which obviously if it goes off, he's not going to be able to hear it to react to it, so that'll be nice and fun.
Can you give us a name this time? Can you say anything to us?
Martin.
Martin.
Can't confirm.
Who's Martin? Does Martin mean anything to you, Myah?
No.
Can you touch Bailey somewhere on his head? On his face or on his shoulders? Make him take his hands out of his pockets. access. Are you happy? That's it. I'm just asking Bailey.
Do you like it here?
House.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we meant.
Do you like it in this house?
Lights.
Yeah, we turned all the lights out. Do you not like the lights being off?
Dancing.
Nice.
Fire.
Every time.
I'm a fire warden now, so you don't scare me.
Sounded like it just said engine.
Fire engine, that's weird.
Or engine fire.
Oh.
Water.
That counteracts the fire.
Is there anything that you want to say to anyone here?
With you.
Are you with us right now?
I think it said like connected.
I was so pissed off. I was then going to ask, are you part of this house or are you attached to someone stood in this room?
If you are connected to someone stood in this room, could you say their name? Or someone in this house? Or someone that used to live in this house?
When I was 4.
Okay. What happened when you were 4?
It's 7 minutes now.
Okay, you've got 15 seconds and I'm going to end the communication. So
I had to.
what did you have to do?
Vulnerable.
Vulnerable. What makes you vulnerable? You do only have 15 seconds, so I would get what you want to say across very quickly if possible. Do you have a message for anyone here right now? 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6.
Remember.
Remember what? Or remember who? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last chance. Anything else to say? 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we're going to get a couple of Polaroids. We have 2. Oh, fucking hell, lost. We've got 2 Polaroids to do today. And like I said, we're actually here to communicate, but also the spirit that resides in this building, that has done for years now, we want to try and invite into either the doll, Sean, or the box, and then we will take it away with us. And then, I mean, I don't really want another haunted doll, because I do believe that the one that we left at Haprica was definitely haunted. I don't really want another one in my house, so we might find, we'll think of something. But yeah, so we're going to go around now, get the Polaroids done, and also invite anything. Henry, that includes you. If you want to go into the doll like a vessel, it's a bit like riding a car. It'll allow you, I'm guessing, to leave this place and go somewhere new. Who knows where you could end up? So, anything that resides here, if you would like to go into either the doll or the box, please, I implore you to. This is a good opportunity right now.
I can't really see much behind you.
That's okay. It's a good opportunity to go into the doll this evening. It's a free ride out of here. If you've been here for a long time, I'd imagine that's quite an incentive. Come on now. It's time. Well, we're going to be doing smudge sticks shortly, which will cleanse this house. So, if you want to carry on being a little haunty ghost, and I did say haunty there, you're going to want to jump on board this ship right here. Yeah? Come on. You know you want to. Come on in. Not into me. Into the doll. Or the box. You prefer the box? Okay. And of course, guys, if you comment down below what was the creepiest part of this evening, you will win one of the 2 Polaroids that we took this evening, because we only have 2 left. So, like, share, subscribe, comment the creepiest part down below. Right, come on now. You can jump in the doll, you can jump in the box. Last chance. We're gonna leave the doll and the box on this table while we go round with the smudge sticks. So, I suggest if you want to keep on haunting stuff, that you jump into those objects. Let's grab smudge. That does not smell nice. I thought it smelled nice. But then again, if it smelled nice, why would ghosts want to leave?
There's the logic behind it, yeah.
Yeah, it actually does.
Okay, right. I'm going to start in the room where we set up. Now, this stuff does not smell nice.
You're just going to set off the smoking circus.
So, this stinks. We've got to do every room. I mean, be gone, ghosts. It's time to leave. You're no longer welcome here. Whoa. I can see why you jack it in if this stuff has been. It's the first time we've ever done this. A lot of people have put in the comments about doing this, so I hope you're happy. You could have warned us about the smell. It's time to go now, like I said. If you want to jump on the haunted doll train or the Dybbuk box, you can. Oof, like. Look at that. Nice. I want to give a quick shout out to my patron of the day, and today's patron of the day is John Luke. John, thank you so much for being a patron. I nearly fell over. And if you would like to become a patron, you can for as little as £1 or $1 a month. Lots of bonus, exclusive, fun stuff. Thank you so much. So, we've gone around the whole house. We have smudge sticked every corner of this house to hopefully cleanse the building and any spirits will have now either moved on or attached themselves to the doll or the box that we provided for them. So yeah, bit of a different one this time, guys. How do you feel about us, like, not just investigating but potentially, you know, cleansing areas? Do you have a haunted home that you would want cleansed or investigated? You can always let us know down below. But thank you so much to Lozzie, Myah, Bailey, and we will be back very, very soon with another investigation for you. Sweet one. Goose.